Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Career Stories podcast. My name is Joe.
And I'm Carrie. And what we're wanting to do is to inspire our listeners to learn more about different careers and get that little inside look at what they maybe don't know is involved. And it can inspire you to think about where do you want to go with your future.
Yeah. Now, Scottish Water is our national water supplier, if you didn't already know. And I think we can all agree it is pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Best tap water in the world.
Yeah, definitely better than our southern neighbours, shall we say. The management of Scotland water supply, though, is so important. It's not just as important as the responsibility of making sure our water supply is sustainable and mindful of the environmental impact. Scottish Water has invested in reducing their carbon footprint and working towards net zero.
So that leads us very nicely onto our guest today, which is Cameron Clark. Thank you so much for joining us. Earlier this year, you were named Supporting Net Zero Apprentice of the Year. That's a big tongue tire, but at the Scottish Apprenticeship Awards. So you've gone on to become a project manager, Modern Apprentice, with Scottish Water.
But we want to learn about just your job, how you got there, what you're doing now, and just kind of dive a little bit deeper about your own kind of pathway. So we always start off with the quick whistle tour, right? Now, you are obviously very youthful, which means that you are not probably massively long away from school and education and into the job. So talk about your journey from kind of school to now.
Yeah, no, thanks for noticing that.
Well, listen, that's why I've got my glasses on today.
That may be what it is. No, brilliant, thanks. No, so currently I'm 25-year-old, so I'm now 7 years out of school. Left in 2018, now 2025. Pretty long time.
Yep.
So it's been filled with a lot of stuff, primarily COVID.
Yes.
So I've had to deal with that pandemic. No, but it's been fine. It's been a good journey to where I am just now. Really proud of it, right enough. Project management wasn't my first idea when leaving school.
Yep.
It was primarily sports.
Okay.
Still quite sporty, but sports was my end goal.
Brilliant.
Leaving school, went to college, done a HNC, HND in sports coaching.
Yep.
Following that, managed to get working with Celtic Domestic and International Soccer Academy.
Brilliant.
Through that.
Cool.
So I had a couple of weeks primarily working up at Lennoxtown. Was fortunate enough to go abroad to Italy with them for a couple of camps. That was really cool.
That's awesome.
19, 20-year-old going across to Italy, and myself, and another boy right enough, but it was good. But following alongside that, was just working at Morrison's, obviously whilst at college as well, so tying them all in, that was pretty good. But once COVID hit, everything was quite tricky.
So did that happen for you? So you left at 18, went to sports coaching, obviously, having a good time with Celtic and going to Italy, which sounded brilliant. Yeah. And then just there was COVID hit, so there was a big gap then.
COVID hit, and then primarily just then, I was finished college by then.
Yeah.
All I was doing was working in Morrison's, which is probably the only sort of work that was going on. Food shops were primarily
empty.
I wish it was empty because you just got everyone going there, and that was a thing.
Like the one-way system around the shop. Oh God,
the stickers. You could only buy a certain amount of items.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
No, I forgot that.
It was really good. I remember it. I was there.
I don't believe you. I blocked it from my mind. Amazing. And so obviously that would have been its own experience anyway. So was it from that you transitioned? Did you go back into sport?
No, following that, I must have been, I think it was 21 or 22 at the time, coming out of that, and I was stuck essentially. My stepdad, he worked with a facilities management group.
Brilliant.
He was up and down the country working for this company that has got the contract for home bargains and Tesco's and whatnot. So asked to get involved in that, got involved in that, and it was doing sort of skilled labouring, just earn money. It was really good money at the time. So I was working with a boy, and we were up and down the country, working with these shops. It was always the fit out and refurb, so it was night shift a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that gave me so much experience with sort of the ton of shifts. Construction work, refurbs, and sort of sticking to a plan where we're going later on with my job at the now. But no, that was really insightful to see that sort of work, that graft, that you don't see it till you're doing it. No, so that's good. Enjoyed my time there, learnt a lot, and that'll take us to where we're going on to just now.
Yeah, your apprenticeship.
Yeah, my apprenticeship.
So you would have been a slightly, just at the end then, a senior apprentice, I guess then, because a lot of the apprenticeships are what nowadays seem to be like 16, 19, and then you get some adult apprenticeships. So how did that come about for you?
I think 2023 was when I seen it was one of the biggest intakes the Scottish Water have had. In regards to apprenticeships, I can't give you the number. It must have been 100 and something.
Yeah, that's all right.
A lot of people.
We'll research that later, but I think it was 100 plus apprenticeships. The one that caught my eye, that one I really wanted to do, was the project management one. There was other ones I'd applied for because I was sort of desperate to get out of just doing skilled labouring. I wanted to get a title and actually work towards something that I could be doing for the rest of my career and whatnot. Okay. So I applied for a couple of times at Scottish Water, but the one I wanted, project management, I got a call back and an interview for. So
awesome.
Yeah, it was really static when that came through. So it was pretty good.
So you're saying that like the project management one, that was the one you wanted?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you look at that and go, this is the one for me?
So again, working with the facilities management company, there was a lot of project managers working there, and I sort of seen what they were doing, and I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. It was just I was over watching their shoulder, and I'm like, that's something that I like to do.
Yeah.
Sort of running a job, seeing it from start to finish, what could be changed, or if there's any sort of inventive ways that we could make the job better, whatnot. Just seeing that wee bit that I felt I could do. So.
But you know, it's a thing that we definitely encourage that especially when you're looking at apprenticeships, like project management probably doesn't come at the first, you know, the head of someone thinking maybe I want to go into business or construction, but project management maybe isn't something they're even thinking about. So it's quite good to chat to you today about it, a little bit about, you know, your experience through it, because it helps people identify maybe that there is a lot of other opportunities there, and that if you do a bit of research and get yourself into that role, that it might be something that you love. So you've been doing it for how long now?
So this is 2 years.
Amazing.
Years since I've done it. Yeah, it was not long ago. I was looking at the work day, and it was 2 years, 0 months, and 0 days. So that was pretty good.
And you won an award last year?
I won an award last year, February. But it was
amazing.
For last year's work.
So for your first year in, you got an award?
Yeah,
I've been working here for 15 years. I've not got an award. That's impressive. That's top level right there.
I think I've had an award.
Oh, every day.
But not like apprenticeship of the year.
That's amazing though, right? So like, talk about then, I guess, getting in. Obviously you mentioned what was that like to in the early stages of your apprenticeship and learning, I guess, the role and that type of stuff?
Where I'm working just now is Horizons, Scottish Water Horizons, which is the sort of green energy innovative arm of Scottish Water. So basically just sustainable is what we're aiming for. So working with them, got a really good team, and from the first day it's been really good. You're learning every day. Sort of, I keep saying it to the people that I'm dealing with. I felt I've been thrown into the deep end, and it's either you sink or you swim. And I feel like I'm swimming because the people I'm working with day to day they're helpful. I can't recommend. I can't speak highly enough of the stuff that they're doing for me. So I'm really appreciative, and I've told them that. So I said I was going to come on here today and speak their praises. So they've got it, and then that's it. But
it makes all the difference, though, doesn't it? Because if you were in a workplace and you know you're chucked in the deep end and it's all new and you're an apprentice, like you can feel like, I think a lot of times as an apprentice you can feel like, oh, I'm the bottom of the food chain, and like you're trying to learn, but you're also just finding your feet. And one of the most scary parts of it, even more scary than the qualification aspect of it, is I'm going to work with all these people who know what they're doing, and for them to be supportive of you, that can make all the difference between loving going into work and feeling supported and appreciated and developed to feeling, oh, I can't do this. And that can make all the difference. So if they're investing that in you, then that's a pretty good place to work.
No, it's testament to them, because from the first year there was no chance of me getting that award if it wasn't for the work that they've put into me. So again, another shout.
I know. No, but it is great, and like obviously for your perspective as well. I think you've got to pat yourself in the back because it's not easy to get those, and I think showing that you've obviously took it. Should I say? Well, I'm not going. I was going to do a water pun. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave a water pun for
like
now.
a duck to water.
Aye, that's exactly what I was going to say. But I thought I don't know if it's.
I'll do it. I'll be
You must
cringe.
get water puns all the time now. So. Talk a bit about then your own, in terms of obviously a year into the project management, right? So what are you doing now, I guess, more than you were doing maybe a year ago when you first started? What's the kind of crust of your job?
So currently now, so I've done 2 years with Horizons and the delivery team. During that phase, I was working with the hydro design team. So a bit of story before naming all these teams. So Horizons work with solar, wind, hydro and battery storage schemes. So primarily I was within the solar delivery team.
Yep.
I done a 6 month secondment within the hydro design team. They were primarily based in Edinburgh. A great team, thoroughly enjoyed it. To where I am just now, I'm doing an external secondment, which is working with one of our framework contractors, R&A Group. So I'm just a month into the door with them, and that's sort of going from client, which is Scottish Water, to contractor at R&A, and it's night and day.
Aye, of course.
But again, it's a bit of project management. You see both sides of the world. So again, testament to the development team at Scottish Water pushing us through. These
Obviously
comments.
trying to give you as much experience as you can for then when your apprenticeship comes to an final. When does it finish for you?
4 years, so 2 years.
Oh, is it a 4 year one? Right, okay.
So it's a 4 year apprenticeship.
Amazing. So like when that comes to an end, like you've basically got potentially so many different avenues of Scottish Water that you could push yourself to move into, which is awesome.
Yep.
So you were saying like when you were at school, so we always come back to school. We're in school, like we're careers advisors there, and I think lots of you didn't know what you wanted to do. You knew you kind of knew what you wanted to do, but it's kind of changed. And I think we have so many people who they feel that pressure to have to know, and they don't always know, and that's okay. So I think in terms of like school wise, I can guess that you did quite well because you went straight into HNC, so you got some quite good grades.
I done okay.
Yeah.
I didn't do the best. I done okay. Yeah.
And I take it what PE, English, sports, like is that your good
that
subjects?
that was just your baseline to get through with that. Enjoyed PE, enjoyed the other subjects. But PE and sport was just primarily my vision coming out of school. And at least I seen that through. I could be sitting here today and be like, oh, I wish I'd done sports and changed or whatnot. So at least I went through that avenue, seen it out. But
And to have that experience of going and actually you were working in it. So it was, I'm assuming that like, I'm going to read between the lines here and guess, and it's football.
Yeah. Shock.
So with that, while you were at school, were you playing for a team alongside school, or like what was happening there?
So I mean, the best years we've had playing football was with the school team. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Testament to the other boys, they enjoyed it as well. Which we've
you
got,
get to a point you can't shout out everybody.
No.
Right? He's got to go. What school?
We've got a
list. Head teacher, great guy, fantastic. Don't worry, you're
but it was good. The school team was really good. From 4th and 6th year, I think we didn't. I think we won a trophy for the 3 years, which was really good, and it was a really strong core of boys. Still speak.
And you?
and me. No, but we still speak today. So it's really good. But then again, you look at the sort of different areas that they're working in as well. So it's not as if you do what your pals do in school, but then you don't do what your pals do when you leave school, which is quite weird.
I think
that's a good point.
Yeah,
So
100%.
no thanks.
We have lots of times with that.
You get compliments from us. As a host, we've got it in our head. Compliment when you can.
Exactly.
No, but it is a good point because when you're in school, a lot of people say the same jobs.
Yeah.
And what you find actually in 10 years later, that actually you could be doing totally polar opposite things. Yeah. And for you, starting at sport to then transition into project management probably is a prime example of quite a massive difference in terms of role. Touching back on your sport, like after COVID, was there ever a thought you would try and get back into it, or did it just not quite materialise that way?
The thought was always there, but looking back, I don't know if it was just me personally. I didn't want to do these sort of hours. I mean, it's a hard graft, and I enjoyed it at the time. But then thinking selfishly, what do I want to do, and how do I want to enjoy my work. And I thought I'll take a step back and see what there is, and I'm thankful I've done that.
I think that's so important as well, because when we're speaking to people about their ideas and what they want to do, a big part of that comes into what you want your life to look like. You know, do you want to be away abroad? Like some people, like, that's amazing, great, I want to do that, but that can make it difficult to do other things, can't it? And plan your life if you're going to be here, there, and everywhere, and then having different, you know, weekends, evenings, all these sorts of things. That can play a big part. So I think that's something that's always really important for people to think about, for sure, because that can make or break how happy you are in a job. You could love the job but hate the hours, and that could.
So is your apprenticeship a graduate apprenticeship? So you doing a degree at the moment in project management?
It's still the modern apprenticeship, but I'll be then doing
You'll transition.
I'll transition to 2 years at uni, and then you'll get your degree in business and project management.
Amazing. So how much is the education? How much is your week set out in education? How much is it in the work, in the job?
It's day release. So I'm still in the college part just now. So I was at college this morning, right enough, and this
there
week.
you go. Dedication.
Yeah, dedication. And that's week release, but then university, from talking to people a year above, their day release, and they seem to be enjoying it. Enjoying the work and learning aspect of it, which is always good.
Amazing.
And I'm assuming those tie together as well. Like you're not doing something that's a million miles away from what you'll be studying. So what you do in work will relate to what you're studying at uni. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? I'm liking this. It's because I think I was an apprentice years ago as well, so it's quite good to hear a different kind of version in terms of your apprenticeship journey and what that's been like for you. And I think people listening and young people listening, like things that I think are really important is to understand obviously the education part and the split, because some people get confused and they're like, does that mean I'm always at uni? Does that mean I'm always in college? Or does that mean I need to know the job? And I think there is a balance and a juggling act there for sure. So it's good to hear that your example and what's working for you with the kind of uni college aspect. What would you say, like, what's been the kind of couple of skills that you would say has been really important for you transitioning into this apprenticeship, but also just the job generally?
Just communication and confidence as such. Again, if I was going to speak to my younger self, confidence wouldn't be up there as one of my highest skills. Even just going into a room and talking to people, like 5 years I didn't know I could come in and
there's actually only 3 here and there's nobody behind
Nobody
us.
else is here.
I wouldn't come into the room and say hello as such. Sort of shy away in the corner to a point until somebody else came over and said, this is Cameron, whereas I come and say, hi, I'm Cameron. So that's probably the tweak. But communication skills as well.
And these are all things that are built as well. I think sometimes when we're speaking to people about the jobs that they want to do, and we'll talk about the strengths and the skills that you need for that job, and say we're looking on My World of Work and it says it's communication, confidence, this, that, and the next thing. And they're looking at that and sometimes they can't see themselves in that. But you develop, you change, you have to be sort of thing. So I've never been good at talking. I don't like chatting.
Very good. Nobody believes that.
But it is.
I think the problem in school, right? You're in a bubble. You're in a bubble of like security and safety, and you don't really know what's to come and who you're going to be. But until you pop the bubble and you get life experience, then you start to realise that you have to be confident. And in most roles, anyway, there has to be an element of like pushing yourself and communicating with the right people. And even you, like you talk about the apprenticeship. Even to get the apprenticeship, when we have kind of young people thinking about going into apprenticeship, they think it's going to be I just apply for a job and that's me in. But actually, you're jumping through hoops really, like 4 stages to get this opportunity. And the reason being is because clearly it's a potential. They're investing in you, so they want to make sure that you're the right person for it. So it's good that you've tapped into a little bit about even that aspect. Because people need to understand it's not as simple as I want that, so I get it. But definitely communication seems to be a common.
No matter what job you do,
a common skill that we're talking about for sure.
And see, obviously, you did your HNC HND was in a completely different subject to what you're doing just now. But do you think that the actual experience of being at college and learning in that environment, do you think that's been helpful in your journey towards your apprenticeship?
Yeah, no, definitely. As you're there. If you're coaching, you need to be talking and you need to be confident in front of a group of people. And plus, when we were at college, you were doing it in front of your peers and your lecturers and whatnot, and you were getting tested and exams and whatnot on your talking, confidence, your skills and your practice. So again, these are all layers that you've built on. I've certainly built on to where I'm just now. So again, everything is just a stepping stone to build your skills, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about your Scottish award though. So talk about getting that then. So what was that like for you? And you know, like, what, you know, just the experience of it all. And have you done things since you got that? Obviously, you're here now.
Yeah.
What kind of other things have you done since? What's it been like?
I mean, first of all, when the email came through, it was really that. I think they've got the wrong guy.
But you big yourself up so much, and it's nobody else.
No, but I couldn't really believe it when I came through, and I had to check with my line manager to say, all right, this is actually real. But it was actually my line manager and Marcella, one of our PRs, they'd set it up, which I'll thank them for. But it was really good to see that email. Just so much has came from it. I didn't expect, but here today, which is really good, talking about it.
I know. Email come in, he's like, report to sender. This is
spam. I thought it was fish and security that comes through.
I just want to double check, is this legit? No, it's good. And what about like right now, right, with this apprenticeship, what are you enjoying the most about it so far?
Just you're learning absolutely every day. Scottish Water's there to learn. You know, there's so many aspects about it, and they're more than happy to let you go anywhere with it. But when I'm in solar and hydro and the wind, really enjoying it. It's good for the world. I've sort of grasped that in 10, 15, 20 years that this is going to be the way that the world's changing to, and it's going to be primarily from these renewable projects. And to even have a small hand in building them is really it's a sort of self-achievement as well that you're contributing to
something to be proud of.
It's something to be proud of.
Do you feel like you, like, even in your own personal life now, do you change little things that you think because you're conscious now about sustainability?
I'm always looking at electric cars, you know what I mean? Trying to change small things, but especially turn the lights off and all these small things. They go a huge difference if everyone contributes. But the small changes, but especially electric cars, that's going to be a new thing. So it'll be my next purchase.
I know. I've got a hybrid. I'm in between so far.
Hybrids are good as well.
Converted yet.
I don't know if I like my hybrid though. It keeps being like the electric engine is off and then it's like beeping at me. I don't know. I think I might have a faulty hybrid.
Well, we need to get that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely.
But yeah, I think it shows as well that how your work, I think you're not going to be like buzzing every single day to go into work. There'll be days that you will be like, oh, I could just stay in my bed. I could do anything else. But it sounds like in the most part, you really like your work. So that's something that so many people can aspire to, whether they want to work for Scottish Water or they want to work in project management or anything like that. They can aspire to a career that they love.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting as well because Scottish Water, obviously, I know in the name is water, so everybody just assumes that, you know, it's just everything to do with that. But clearly, it's so many different hands, and obviously like the energy sector as well. It's quite interesting because I never really knew that much about it, to be fair. What's in our water anyway? Why is it so nice? Come on, you must know by now. Surely they give you the secrets, send it in.
I wish I got the answer. No, that tastes pretty good to be fair. I don't know why.
I think it's from the tap.
I know, straight from the tap, straight from your company, which is good.
Is this an ad?
I know, wait, this camera.
Move to Scotland, we have lovely water.
I know, this. They might end up using this, we should get commission. But no, it's great. So you've got, what, four years total, and then future ambitions then. So like, you know, obviously it's still really early for you in terms of where you're at with Scottish Water and stuff, but have you got like a kind of goal for the end of it and where you'd want to be, or just kind of playing it by ear?
Same again, if we're looking talking past self, I don't do too much looking in the future either, which is, it's quite weird. I just want to plain sail it just now because it's got me to where I am at the moment. No, but it's especially just continuing in the work because they're putting me through this, that and the next thing, which is really good for my development. So even if I continue to do that and they continue to do that, which working hand in hand, I can see myself continuing within the renewable sector. So I think that's going to be massive, and certainly years to come, which is going to be really good. But just steady as ship, keep going where it is going.
Good. That's it. That's the most guy response
Yeah.
we've had so far. Like that, I think that's how we just all think. We're like, we'll go with the flow. Don't
fine.
plan. Things will work out. But it's really, it's called planned happenstance when we were kind of learning about it, and it is these opportunities where you think you've maybe not done loads about getting this opportunity, but actually, you mentioned was it your uncle and you spoke to people, so you've done the things that actually opened the doorway, and then you essentially had to walk in and do the application process. So as much as it doesn't feel like planning per se,
But you're taking the opportunities
you're
as they come
taking
to
the
you,
opportunities,
making the most of them.
which is massively important for sure.
Because lots of people can recognise opportunities, but they freeze and they don't feel like they can do it. So you saw the apprenticeship and you knew you wanted to do it. You applied for it. So as much as you've not been a planner, you did it. So I think that's a really good thing. And I think that's another, like, it's a message for people, is that, like, you don't have to know every single step, and it's okay to not know. It's okay to focus on the now and getting through, especially when you're working, studying. Like, an apprenticeship's a big thing, and it takes a lot of your brain power, a lot of your energy. I'm sure you'll have many tired nights trying to work on everything you need to do.
Are you shifts?
No, it's just
95?
It's flexi, to be fair. It's, I think Scottish Water have came out with a 35-hour working week, which doesn't feel like you're working, but they're giving back to the people, which is good. So 35-hour working week.
That's amazing.
You flex it during the week. So
That's good.
People are going to think this is a paid sponsor.
Come work for Scottish Water.
Does part of your apprenticeship come in media training? Because I feel like he's got the wee, like,
I know.
just need to get back to remember who my bosses
Exactly.
are. This is fantastic. This
Shout out
company.
to Scottish Water.
It's so good. No,
But
it's
no,
good. It's good to see you've got that as well, because, like you said, you mentioned obviously with sport, you obviously had an idea when we talk about, working environment, how you like to learn. It's all really important because everybody's different. Some people like the idea of, doing night shifts, and some people like the idea of, maybe being in an office space, and some people like to be out and about. Do you feel like, see your apprenticeship in particular, have you enjoyed that learning style where it's a mixture of like being in the job and obviously the education aspect?
Yeah, well, especially when working, it's hybrid as well. So you're either in the office or you're working for the house. They give you tasks to work in the house, right enough. Know that I'm going to say that I'm working in the house and no doing anything. But so it's hybrid that way. Plus you're on site and you get to see the best part of Scotland through these areas. So it's been really good.
Do you get to travel a fair bit? Like, are you in lots of different places?
Yeah, travel. Last week I was in Rossi.
Lovely.
Seeing Lochascog and Rossi treatment works, which is really good. But you can go anywhere. Being in Perth, Aberdeen, we're going up to Loch Calder. I can't hike. I don't know if it's hike. Way up.
Hike. The borders. I love your hike.
You've opened a can of worms there.
If you're not a local there, then let me know.
We've got a career centre in Hike. You can pop in on a Tuesday, Thursday.
So I'll be going there soon. I think there's a project kicking off shortly, which is good.
Yeah.
No, but you can go anywhere. Really good.
Yeah,
it's a good point, isn't it? Like, you forget when you're a city person like myself that you don't. There's a lot of Scotland that's really, really nice.
Yes.
So it's good that you get the opportunity to see it through your work.
Even the drive when you're going, like I drove up from the borders today, and it's like it's just lovely, like most of it, until you get the bypass and you're like, I hate the bypass. But when you're driving through like the country roads and everything, it's beautiful.
Oh, so you'd go that way? You'd go up to Edinburgh and across?
I came the A7.
Okay.
So usually I would go the A68, but I came the A7 and it was just really pretty. It's nice when you're not stuck behind a tractor.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, I made the
then
mistake.
it can be a bit frustrating.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going through the Moffat cut off, and then I was going through single track. The only traffic was the sheep, you know what I mean? So I was going through
I've been stopped by some sheep a few times.
So that was the sort of, but it was good.
Yeah.
You get to see everywhere, which is good.
Yeah,
but it's incredible. Like, just even that 7 years, as much as, there was a couple of years where you weren't doing much, but, from where you were to where you are now, and obviously still growing and still learning. And has that been really helpful for you because of how big it is and how much support they've got? Kind of hand on your shoulder type vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I was in a lucky position where I've seen it and I've went to apply for it. So again, if anyone else does see it coming out, apply for it, because you never know. I mean, you can be sitting here and in 2 years and whatnot. But I definitely apply. I was lucky enough to see it and do it straight away. Yeah. And I've still got that buzz from getting it, and
Of course.
still contributing.
Have you got it on your email handle?
Winner.
Oh no, not yet.
You've not done that yet?
No.
When did you win the
Come on.
award?
Yeah.
February?
February.
I don't think that. I mean, if you've got it, you at least
Oh.
need to do it for a year.
Aye, yeah.
On your
To be
email
fair, I
handle.
might actually just start doing
I
that
think
now.
you should. I'm going to email
yeah.
you, and if I don't get a reply back, that has
Scottish Apprenticeship
winner,
winner.
like just in great big letters,
Yeah.
winner.
I mean, I think I might have already annoyed people enough. We've got our own internal comms, and it was Scotty, and the girl Marcella, she's helped me through it all, and just plastic, post it. I'm like, people are going to get sick of me.
That's what people really like about
Yeah.
us, the
Oh,
first stuff
listen.
getting posted.
People are going to get sick of me.
Are you a social person? Do you need it for your work, a social media, or is it just a general thing that you use?
Just my LinkedIn, it's just we work.
Good.
Yeah.
Instagram and all that, just privatised.
Yeah, yeah.
Although we've talked to a few people obviously use LinkedIn because
Yeah.
it is kind of the main social network, I guess,
Yeah.
if you're looking for work or trying to link in with people and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely see the benefit of it. Have you used it more than since you started this job, I guess, than previously?
Yeah, so it's been 2 years on LinkedIn, and it's massive. I didn't realise how big it was. You can just scroll and you can go anywhere on it.
Aye.
But definitely for the past 2 years I've used it. Keep reposting, liking absolutely everything I see.
Good. Good.
So it's been really good to have, because you can meet so many people.
Yeah,
Was it Solar and Storage last year, and I was following all these people. I was like, oh, I seen you there and whatnot. So you can network that way, which is
Yeah.
really good.
Quite inspiring as well, can't it? To see what other people are doing.
Yeah, that's what it sensed, and
Yeah.
I've went and followed them. I connected with them.
Brilliant.
It's really good.
It's great, especially when you get to a point where this comes to an end, and then you can kind of assess where you want to be and what the opportunities are, and building those networks, even if it's through LinkedIn or like face to face. It's
Yeah.
you can never have too many people
Yeah.
when it comes to then you starting to look at what's next for you.
Yeah.
But miles down the line before you need to, you need to worry about that.
Exactly.
So going back to the award that we've talked about, actually you brought it up several times. It wasn't actually us.
We actually were like, who won a award?
Yeah, we've cut out all the times you mentioned it. No, but like, what was that? Even just the whole experience of the ceremony itself. Like, I know you talked about the email and what that was like for you, but what was the whole process like? Getting there, meeting people, seeing all the other apprentices in all different sectors.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was up in Perth as well. So straight away, night away. Straight away, yeah. We could go with. I took my line manager, and his manager, and just a project manager who's from Perth. So it tied in nicely.
Oh, that's good.
So the four of us were there, bright and early. I wasn't too well, must admit, but it still didn't stop the drink going down. I thought I'd probably be the better medicine than Calpol, so
No,
it certainly was.
well, the water is good. Obviously, water.
Drink the water,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But it was brilliant. Full do, suit, and whatnot, and going in and seeing everyone in the one area, all apprentices. The SAB board, they were all ecstatic about all these apprentices and how well they've done.
And like, did you get any kind of interviews beforehand? Did you even know you were going to win? Did they give you any heads up? It was just literally when the name gets called?
No, I didn't
Brilliant.
know. We done the filming at Bonnie Bridge, which was one of the projects I'd been heavily involved in. A lot of cameras, a lot of pictures and whatnot. It's a good day. Got a good day for it, right? For solar. No, I never had any incline that I was going to win. And then when they were reading it out, sat at the table and I remember seeing the video of the person with the camera behind me and me standing up and just to congratulate I got from Donald and Ian and Alan was. It was really good. It was a pinch me moment when I was going up there, and thankfully I never had to talk because on the night I couldn't talk. I remember the girl that was hosting. She asked if I had any words. I was like, no, no. But I went to the award, and it was a good night following that. But
And have you had to do anything away from it? Like, so I know we're here today, but have you done other things internally, even with Scottish Water?
I mean, well, externally, we got an invitation to the Parliament. In Holyrood,
Cool.
A lot of MPs and again all apprentices, and it was just head of I don't know if it's head in teaching. I don't know if that would be the education.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, but all the big hitters were there. That was really good. Got another close knit experience with that, and especially with MPs and whatnot. So again, another good experience internally. we went and done the pipeline guilds. That was I was going to say internally, but it was a competition where you submit a paper and you do it based on where you're from. So I was the west of Scotland, ended up winning that. Went down to Coventry for the Nationals, came up trumps right enough, never won that. But these are all experiences that I got from that award.
So good,
So it's been really good for me to go to all these events. And again, it's another pinch me moment of I'm here at all these events, and I'm like, from just leaving school 7 years ago, and I'm like.
But again, not by accident, obviously, putting in the work. And you mentioned there even about putting in that paper for the West and stuff. Like, you know, you're doing things to put yourself in those positions, which is brilliant. Yeah,
and I think that's probably going back 7 years ago, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't submit that paper. I'd wait till the deadline's passed and be like, oh, I forgot. You know what I mean? So it's having initiative and being bold enough to then be like, I'm going to go for that, which, again, these are skills you develop once leaving school. These aren't something you leave school and boom, you've got it. You know what I mean? You still need to take time and build them up.
And then, so obviously you're very busy in work, doing your actual work. You're busy doing your qualification. You're busy winning awards. You're busy going to awards things and all the stuff that comes with it. You're busy coming in to see us. You're 25 years old. What are you doing outside of work? What do you do to chill out, that you enjoy doing? Do you still play football?
Yeah, just like any other 25-year-old, really. It's still socialise, still like to go to the gym, game, whatever. So it's just your normal person.
What's your games that you play?
FIFA, COD.
Oh, COD, see, I play COD, but I'm awful at FIFA. It makes no sense to me. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, what's happening?
No, I'm terrible as well, but I just play it because all my mates play it.
I'm also terrible at COD.
It's just another good social aspect.
Totally.
Especially because you all have different kind of lives maybe in terms of, you know, whether at uni, whether working, like what is your peer group like? Like, are you totally doing different things?
Again, that's so weird because a few people have done the sort of same route as me. They've gone in to do a job and they've no liked it, or something's happened, and then they've went and back onto an apprenticeship.
Okay.
And we were doing the apprenticeship at 22, 23-year-olds. And then we had that sort of mindset when we first done it. It was like, are we too old for an apprenticeship? It's like, no, like I know that now right enough, but at the time you question, are we past it? Is it not open to us?
Are we past it at 22?
No, but like, the apprenticeship, I know you're saying that, but are we past the apprenticeship age? And and like you're not. No, like it's open to everyone, and it's been streamlined to me. You do an apprenticeship at any age, any age.
And do some of your kind of peers today do the kind of stereotypical, you know, like school hires, uni, and they're in that job? If some of them done that pathway?
Yeah, some have done that, and they've went on to do big things. And again, we're all proud of everyone and everyone's journey.
Good.
Keep up to date with all their doings.
Good.
I mean, I got all the congratulates when I got that award, and then I'll be the first to congratulate them and their doings. But everyone's done well from school. Just laughing at, just thinking at them all and their work and whatnot. It's so
It'll
good.
be quite a jumble of different things.
It's crazy. And we've all done well. But going back on that saying, you might not do. Sorry, you want to do everything together at school, but when you leave, it's not the same. Your journey's your journey. It's all open.
And listen, we constantly talk about it. You know, we try and get you to make when we talk to people leaving school, try and get them to make the right first step based on all the information they have at that moment in time. But ultimately, that might never be the thing they move on to, and that, you know, you are still young, and it's very hard for us to say that's definitely perfect for you. It's about how they process the information they've got at that time and make a decision. But if they've got the ability to do what you've done, I guess, which is, you know, adapt, you know, having the ability to adapt to and research and speak to people and then just put yourself forward for things. I think that's the key, and not maybe sometimes the hardest thing is to not procrastinate and not fall into like, it'll fall in my lap. Things don't really necessarily fall in your lap. They do for some people, you know, but for most it's about speaking to the right people, which clearly, you know, has been a big part of your journey.
Yeah, no, it is graft, and I've learned that it's graft. You know, you need to put yourself out there, and you get these opportunities. You don't get the opportunities by just sitting sitting down
Playing
lounging,
COD.
you know what I mean? Playing COD, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got here. No,
Well, it was all to do with my gaming skills.
Yeah. She has to turn her Wi-Fi off just to get here because she'll be
She
stuck in
won't
the
come
house
this.
right now.
Oh no, it's like,
Surprised you not got your gaming chair sitting
oh,
there.
I know, I should have just been like sitting like that. Honestly, I'm terrible because it's like, it's the pressure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you're like playing online and then you're the last one alive and everyone's
Yeah,
watching
everyone's
you.
watching
I'm
you.
like driving up walls and that, yeah. But I am, honestly, it's
I
awful.
know.
It's so embarrassing. But yeah, when no one's looking, I'm amazing. Sniping from miles away.
Listen, loads of transferable skills in
Yes,
Call of Duty or
yes.
any other game that you may play,
Yes.
whatever that may be. So I'm an advocate as well.
Yeah. Well, there's your communication skills. straight
Exactly,
away.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Knowing when to put yourself on mute when you're annoyed.
You know,
Yeah.
But
problem
yeah.
solving,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
instant problem solving,
Yeah.
pressure,
Dealing
dealing
I'm
with
not very
pressure,
good under pressure.
trying to think of all the ones I've read on My World Orc.
Yeah.
But no, listen,
But no.
honestly, it's been fantastic talking to you today.
Yeah, really
and I
good.
think, you know, hopefully it's really insightful for anybody, whether they're going to start the apprenticeship journey
Yeah.
or they're currently going through it and they're seeing kind of some of your success in the early stages. And then obviously, hopefully, future opportunities to come. So it's been brilliant talking to you.
Yeah, no, likewise. Thanks very much for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much,
Yeah.
honestly.
Been
And
brilliant.
even for like employers as well, about them being aware. Put your apprentices forward for these awards because what a difference does that make to your confidence?
Yeah, no, it's. I'm still pinching myself even here
Yeah.
thinking about back then.
Yeah.
And no, it's brilliant. And again, it's testament to all the people that's developed me to get me where I am today. So
And
again,
you.
another testament. No, I can't. I
We're
wish I
gonna
could
have
take.
to
No, but I wish I could take the plaudits, but I can't sit here and say that it was all me. But
Yeah.
no. But again, thanks for having us on. And,
Thank you so much.
No, it's brilliant.
It's all right.
Well, that's us come to the end of this episode. Really insightful episode,
Yeah.
giving you a bit of knowledge or information about apprenticeship. So if you yourself are interested in getting an apprenticeship, there's a couple of places you can go. You've got My World of Work or the kind of main apprenticeship website in Scotland, which is apprenticeship.scot. So that'll tell you all about the different types from modern to graduate or even foundation apprenticeships if you're in school currently.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening and we will see you next time.